Okay, so this is the second quarter. They had just turned the ball over to us, so we are on offense now. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's again good. We've got everyone in the huddle. I think Patrick was getting rid of his drink bottle. You can see these guys are a little bit disorganized. They're really not sure where they're playing. They're standing around, kind of looking at the different fields, which again really separates us from most of the competition. All right, let's see what play this is. Here's a stack pass. All right, Braden scores a touchdown on the stack pass. Worked real well. One thing that we do here, which they didn't bite on yet, is we set this up unbalanced so we can run a fake stack pass back this way. In this case, this kid stayed out here, so I'll remember that for the next game. So again, I want to show you something. It's a great pass by Kelton, great catch by Braden. The first thing he does, he just takes it outside and just runs. So I want to show you a couple other things that actually helped us. Patrick, I want to show you what Patrick does. He does a lot of things for us that sometimes go unnoticed. He knows that the play for these two front receivers is coming this way. I'm going to show you what he does. He comes in this way and gets in the way of one of these kids, just enough to slow him down. So I want to show you that. See that? Just enough to slow this kid down, which allows Braden to get around the corner. Luke does a nice job following the play too. So he got in the way of him. Braden just has to miss one guy or beat one guy, which he did. So on offense, so far, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. So great job. Again, love this. Hustle back to the huddle. Kelton's always there, congratulating kids, which I think is something you can't teach. So I think that's really, really good. Okay, so this is a extra point. I'm really not sure what we ran here, but let's see. Okay, I think this was a dive. One thing that I started to do, and we're going to do next game, is in this case, the dive, these wide receivers out here designed to pull people out, but they have 3 people set up in here. Luke, you should probably be out a little bit more. This was a dive right into the line. In this case, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we have 2 over here. So on other plays, I just called a person's name. In this case, it would be Luke, where the play was a dive, but we audible to Luke or to whomever is here or here. In this case, Braden has somebody head up on him. I saw that these 2 kids were here. Probably should have done that, but we'll see what happens. Paul does a nice job. I think they may have come across the line of scrimmage a little bit early, but nonetheless, very good run, very good hustle by Paul. Okay, so let's see. Okay, parents, I want to show you something also, make note of something. You see that all the kids that from that last segment, they're still on the field. The reason I did that is we only ran 1 play, 2 plays if you count the extra point. So I'm not going to take kids off the field who were only on for a play. Okay, so again, we're all set up. We've got Dane coming out, Luke coming in. Luke actually ended up doing a very, very good job for us because he was very aggressive. He got across the line of scrimmage. Now, you two should really be split apart a little bit Safeties are back. Dane is set. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so handoff. Excellent play by Dane. It was flag guarding, in my opinion. Great job by Luke coming across. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Okay, I like the fact, Dane, that you took an outside approach, and guess what happens? Exactly what I told you would. He cuts in, right? He flag guards here, which is a penalty. Luke is there. Paul came over. Patrick is here. We've got our safeties still back, which is good. They're coming up. So you drove him in, Dane. Luke made the pull, but if he missed, you got 1, 2, 3, and Braden taking an angle. So that's why we always say, do not let them outside. If you let them outside, they're going to have a better chance of scoring. If you push them back inside, you've got so many other kids there ready to go. So fast forward, you guys are all set up. Come to the line of scrimmage. Okay, pass. Okay, perfect play. It's a pass play. I want to show you something. We had one safety taking an angle, Braden going for the interception. If he caught the ball, Braden was there, and Kelton was taking a nice angle as well. Luke was doing a good job following the play. All right, so we'll remember that. That kid can throw. If he can get a couple kids that can catch, they could score some points on us. All right, so we'll fast forward. Again, our safeties aren't even in the field, and the reason are in the field of view here. It's because they're playing deep. They're playing for the pass. You can always come up. Very hard to go back. All right, handoff, fake handoff. Great play. Let's go back just a little bit. Safeties are back. Safeties are back. Dane did a nice job staying in his zone, not going for the fake. And the reason you'll see that this quarterback initially looked this way. Dane was in the area. He looked towards Braden's zone. Braden was there. And then he looked again this way, the third way. And Kelton was all over him. So excellent, excellent coverage. Would have been very, very easy for us to, as safeties, to our two safeties, to come up and bite on the fake, but they didn't. They did a really good job. Team did a great job. Okay, fast forward, fast forward. We had too many people in the huddle. Good hustle off the field by Paul. All right, let's see what play we run here. I don't really remember what play it is. Okay, one thing I want to show you guys. Now remember, when we're in the huddle, everyone has to pay attention, all right? I point out every position and where each person goes. You need to go there because this guy here, look, he's looking at his watch. He's only given us 30 seconds. So I can't be doing this, which you'll see me running up to the line and repositioning players. Okay, you have to look at the play. In this case, I'm repositioning Patrick. All right, good play. So that was our Statue of Liberty, or not Statue of Liberty. It was a hook and ladder. Let's see what happens here. All right, good hustle. What we'll work on in practice is this outside guy, in this case Patrick. All I want you to do is come out here and stand right in front of this kid here, or if there's somebody else out here, it's just called a pick. All right, Braden, I want to show you something. When you catch the ball, instead of turning all the way around this way, just turn this way, and that way you've got a quick, easy pitch and an easier chance. There we go. Dane, I'd still like you to try to take it outside. He was taking a pretty good angle, but guess what? He hadn't forced you in. You made that cut yourself. You got 1, 2. You're cutting right into the defense. Try to take it outside. You still have a good 3 yards, right? Take that outside. But good execution. I like the little things like that by Patrick congratulating Dane. I mean, that was a good play. Classy move on Patrick's side. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do here. I don't remember. Okay, double reverse. It's Patrick. I think Patrick would have had a touchdown here. Just happened to step out. Have to be aware of where your sidelines are. Okay. Let's see. Let's rewind it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming over, and there's probably one other kid. Now it's just a race. All right, good play, good run. Good flagpole, too, on their part. They had a safety back there that made a nice play, but we did get a first down. All right, so we're going to fast forward. Excellent play. One thing I want you guys to remember, great pass. Braden just happened to miss it. It would have been very, very easy for Braden to get back here and get upset at himself, but he comes back, I think, the next play or the play after and scores a touchdown on another pass. So let's rewind it here. Okay. See if everyone does everything right here. All right, Patrick. Now remember what we did. We changed this play up a little bit. I know we call it hooks, but remember, in the huddle, you need to come here and do a down and out, right? Just watch what happens. So if you're here and you do a down and out, nobody's in this area, right? This would have been wide open, so he would have had 2 people to throw to. Beckett, you did a nice job of doing exactly what I told you to do, which is stand there. You're a safety. So, Patrick, watch this again. Everyone watch this. Where this outside receiver actually takes this guy with him, clears everything out, which leaves this whole outside open, which I want this receiver to go down and out, wide open. Would have been a touchdown either way. See, this is wide open. Okay, so come back to the huddle. Second down. Let's see what we run. We'll fast forward a bit. Okay, it looked like that was a running back pass option. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see, let's rewind. Okay, Patrick was a little bit out of the frame. Kelton adapted a bit, and took it down to the 2-yard line. That typically is open. I couldn't see what was happening over here. I did see Patrick go out for a pass. I didn't see what the wide receiver was doing, but I trust Kelton's judgment, so they were probably covered. So now it's 3rd down. We're on the, I want to say about the 2-foot line. Okay, let's see what happens. Yep, so this is a situation where I saw something at the line of scrimmage where I didn't think that Braden would be covered. He wasn't. So what we ran, this was actually supposed to be a dive. But the problem is a dive here. Dane, you got to move way, way out. I saw that this guy was in, this guy was in, this guy was in. That dive probably wouldn't have worked. I saw that there's only one guy on 2 people out here. And Braden came back and caught it and scored a touchdown. So great, great play. Now we have extra point. Okay, let's see. They had called a timeout. There was about 10 seconds left in the timeout. That's why we stopped the play. Okay, we got a reverse, fake reverse. Nice flag pull. They didn't bite on the fake. Great hustle by Beckett. And good fake. Let's see what they did on that. It's kind of tough to see. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their kids here, 1 here. I'm hoping this kid played pretty well, and this kid played pretty well. What he was doing, instead of everyone shifting over, he was going wherever Becca was going in this case, and he's the guy that actually made the pull. So made a nice play on us. Good hustle, good play, and we're getting towards the end of the half. I think they score on us here, but let's see. Okay, again, guys, I love that you guys are positioned well. It doesn't appear that they really know what they're doing, where they're supposed to go. Let's see what they do here. All right, I like this. Couple things. Paul was following the ball. He wasn't following the people. I like the fact that Dane moved up on the handoff. Took an outside approach. Dane took an outside approach. Not Dane, I'm sorry, this is Paul. Dane took an outside approach. Paul forced him back. Paul hustled, forced him back again. Our linebackers forced him back again. That's one cut. Luke did a nice job. Patrick did a nice job. Paul did an excellent job coming up and pulling the flag. Did a great, great job. Okay. This looks like we probably have about a minute and a half to go in the half. You guys are all set. You're ready. Fast forward, fast forward. Okay, 27 seconds on, maybe this is the last play. Another great flag pull by Paul. Excellent flag pull by Paul. Let's see what happens. Handoff. Paul moves up. Luke does a nice job forcing him in. Dane did a nice job forcing him in. Kelton moved up on him. Patrick was coming over. And Braden was back as safety, so good job. I think that was the end of the first half. We will move on to the second.